Hey, you guys, welcome. Look at that, Dot. You waving with your feet? Yeah, I saw that. Dot, look who made it in. Casey's here, Dot. How long's it been since you saw Casey? Look at her. Hold on, Dot. I'm going to unmute you. All right, we can hear you.
It's been way too long. It's just exciting to see people I never get to see. So I'm excited to practice with you, Casey.
Huh?
I'm excited to practice with you.
I'm excited to practice with you too. It's been a very, very long time.
Now we all get to sweat together.
Maybe I'll actually get out there sometime soon.
Yes, you will. All right. I am going to mute all of you guys now. Hey, Sanjay and Stephanie, Nan, Sean, welcome. Dot. I'm excited to practice with all of you today. As you can see, we do have some people in the studio. We actually have 6 students. I'm excited about it. Yeah, we may have a few more join us. We are at the beach, so we have some students who will join us later. But yes, I have muted all of you and you all should be able to hear me. So let's get started in child's pose, everyone. Pose of the child. Take your knees to the edges of your mat. Reach your hands forward. Say your Ujjayi breath. Big deep inhale. Full exhale. Breathe in. Empty. Now find a little more length. Breathe in and reach your hands forward. As you exhale, press your palms down and your hips back. Draw your shoulder blades into your spine. Move them closer to your body. Full integration here. Big inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Shift your hips up to the sky and just go ahead and shake out anything that's tense or tight here, bending the knees, shaking out of your head. Now come into stillness, steady your foundation. Lift your heels over the mounds of your feet and press your heels back down, straightening your legs, lifting your hips. Pull your shoulder blades into your spine and move them even closer to your body. Now draw in. Press everything down and then lift up from the center of your body, from skin to muscle to bone, hug in. And then exhale, press back and down. Bring your hands together, 3-legged down dog. And it's a feel, it's a mood, what's your mood right now? Is it flip dog? Is it wheel? Or is it right now, this is all you want, right here? This is what you need. Lift up and then open even more. Flex your toes. Press your right shoulder down. Press your right hip up and then over. Downward facing dog. Don't just have that kind of fun on your right side. See what happens on the left. 3-legged down dog. From down dog to flip dog, from flip dog to your dog. Tell me what happens. This is it, right here. Go into possible. Ground down through the feet. Reach back. Expand from the inside out. Even this early in class. Yeah, downward facing dog. Yeah, that's just it, because you are ready right now. You don't have to wait until the middle or end of class. Draw in and create your full expression every pose. Ragdoll. Bring your feet to the back of your wrist. Lift your 10 toes and stretch them out. Now place all 10 toes back down. Press the mounds of each toe down. Press the center of your heel down, and then lift your tailbone up. Shake out your head. Maybe rock side to side, releasing anything that's stuck in your neck, your lumbar. Drop your hands, bring your feet to touch. Inhale, Tadasana, full extension. Reach up, look between your fingertips. If you want a back bend, take one right here. Hands at heart center. Let's begin our practice. 3 ohms. Tadasana, full reach, look up, ground down, bow forward. Halfway lift, flatten your spine. High plank. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Take another inhale. Come forward and down, low plank. Upward facing dog. Pull your chest, puff it out. Look up. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And do that again. Fill up. Empty it out. Soften your knees. Look forward. Go there. Feet to the top of your mat. Half lift. Bow. Extended mountain. Breath in and look. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift. High plank. Take it down to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And take your gaze to the back of your mat. Press your inner ankles back, push your outer ankles down. Take a big inhale. Empty as you exhale. And look forward, go forward. Halfway lift, bow, extended mountain, full reach. Inhale, exhale, forward bow. Halfway lift, high to low plank. Upward facing, downward facing dog. One more big inhale. Clear out the exhale. Yeah, look at the top of your mat and then go. Half lift, forward fold, Tadasana, big reach. Take a tiny back bend, look back and go. Forward bow. Halfway lift, Chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths right here. In today's class, I am comfortable offering physical assist, and I have washed my hands. I will take all precautions with you. If you are not looking for physical assist and would like, you can always take a no-touch token to put at the top of your mat, or right now you can lift your leg to the sky. We'll all come back, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out, press into your hands, look at the top of your mat, go there. Feet to the top, half lift, bow forward, chair pose. Press your inner ankles back, but push your outer ankles down. Create stability from the ground down, and then sink even lower. Now lift your pelvis. Reach your hands up. 3 more breaths. From your skin to your muscle to your bone. Hug in. 1 more breath. Forward bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Warrior 1. As soon as I got behind Holly, I think she got tense. She was like, "You're already a small chair. Don't go any deeper." Now come in a little bit deeper. Speaking of deeper, take your lunge deeper. Now push the knife edge of your back foot down so it almost feels like you can lift your inner arch, and then come a little bit deeper. Sink your hip down. Yeah, it doesn't always mean you have to pull the strain in your knee. Sometimes just sink your hip down a little bit lower. Now press through the center of your front heel. Big inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. We have to take those same 5 breaths on the left side, so let's get into warrior 1. Left foot forward. So ground into your feet, 4 corners. Lift your toes and feel them. Now place your feet down. Bring your knee forward. Reach up. Look at your fingertips. Spark them out. Bring the energy. Chaturanga, flow. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. You can make this practice as hard or as easy as you want, but I invite you to your full expression each time. Maybe you're there for just 1 breath. Sometimes you get to be there 5. Look forward, go forward. Halfway lift, bow, chair pose. Sink lower. Ardha Utkatasana. Hover. Pull your hands forward. Press your hips back. And then squeeze your thighs in. Utkatasana. Sink low. Breathe in. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pull your chest through. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Big reach. Lengthen up. Come into a deep lunge. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take the left side, warrior 1. Inhale, fully receive. Lunge in, reach up. Chaturanga and flow. Upward facing. Exhale and downward facing dog. Reset Ujjayi here. Big inhale. Exhale. Weight in your hands. Bend your knees. Float forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1. Start to flow here. Breathe in, reach up, chaturanga. Vinyasa to the other side. So you're gonna take up dog to down dog and move into warrior 1, left foot forward. Breathe in, chaturanga. Upward facing, empty downward facing. Downward dog, 3 breaths. Weight in the hands. Look forward, float, half lift. Bow, chair pose, forward bow, halfway lift, inhale, chaturanga, upward dog, exhale, downward dog, right foot, warrior 1, step in, big lunge, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing, take the left side, warrior 1, big breath, lengthen out, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bring your hands to touch, like your thumbs to touch. We're gonna go 3-legged down dog on your right side. Bring your right foot to the sky, bend your knee. Stack your hip here. Flex your toes and then drop your right foot down, flip dog. You can modify here, just taking onto your hips. You can even press down into your feet and just reach up to the sky. Maybe you want to reach to the back wall, whatever it is. Expand from the inside out. Side plank. Side plank on your right. Spinning all the way so your right shoulder stacks over your right wrist. Lift your left hand up to the sky. Engage your core here to lift your hips even higher. Pit of the belly, in and up. And there's something available here for you. Whatever it is, take it. Whether it's another big inhale, whether it's lifting your leg, draw in to create your full expression. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Great job, Nan. Downward facing dog. Lift your left foot to the sky, three-legged down dog. Bend your knee, three-legged down dog. Stack your hips. Pressing your hands down, let your hips rotate open, and then drop the left foot down for flip dog. Spin your right hand, you got it. That's it, reach up, go back. Take your gaze where you wanna go. Big breath, lengthen up. That's it, exhale, open up. Side plank. Side plank on your left. Stack your left shoulder over your left wrist. And what's available on your left side, like right here, right now, what does your fullest expression look like? As you press down into your foot, into your knee, lift up through your hips and express out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ha. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Crescent lunge. And press your back heel up and straighten your back leg. If you got a little bend in the knee, go ahead and extend the leg. Bring your front knee forward. Take an inhale. Press off your back foot, warrior three. Reach your hands forward. Flex your back toes towards your shin, like your pinky toe down towards the mat. Big breath, lengthen. Crescent lunge. Hands to your heart center. Pull the sides of your body up towards your ears. Twist to your right. Bring your left tricep down into your right thigh. Now push into your hands, get your belly up, and then twist, pulling your shoulder blades in. Move your upper arm bones back. Sit, take a tiny twist, top shoulder back, move your bottom shoulder forward. Breath in, length. Exhale, rinse. Everybody, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Lunge in and take a back bend. Right here, lunge back. Extended side angle. Drop your right hand to the center of your mat. Lift your left hand up to the sky. There's so many options available to you right here. This option of integrating the shoulders and just taking a little twist opening through the chest. And you can move into a half bind or a full bind. Dropping your top hand behind you, your bottom hand reaches underneath. You can move into bird of paradise. Holly's going into a bound split. Be creative in what is accessible right here on your mat. For one more breath, inhale, lift up, exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift your left foot to the sky, crescent lunge. Intentionally place your left foot at the top of your mat. Press your back heel up and over the mounds of your right foot and pull your hands to your heart center. Right here, draw your thoracic spine in, move your upper arm bones back. And then reach up, warrior three. Keep that shoulder integration. So you're pulling your hands up, really accessing through the chest. Now flex your toes and rotate your pinky towards the earth as you lift your heel even higher. Expand. Right there. Press in, reach at the same time. Lift up. Crescent lunge. Find that length throughout the body. Hands at heart center. Twist towards the left. Your right tricep to left thigh. If you feel your shoulders rolling in, think about pulling them into your spine and moving them even closer to your body. You can take an open here, but take a big breath. Right here, big rinse, top shoulder back, bottom rib cage forward. Warrior 2, spin it around. Left hand to the top of your mat. Right hand back, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Left hand down, right hand up. Yeah, and what's available here? Like, can you do the same things you had available on your right side, on your left side? Can you do something more advanced here? Can you barely get there here? Like, what's showing up right here? Go for it. Lunge a little bit deeper. Does your shoulder pull back a little bit stronger? Breathe in. Pull your heart up towards the ceiling or the sky, and then draw your right shoulder back even more. Big inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Whew. Look at the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Float. Halfway lift. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. I decided to make it fun time. Yeah, and that's like comes with like Holly's Corner. I love it. So Holly's right in the center of your screen in the yellow top. And so Holly and I love to play with arm balances and inversions. So we've been playing lately with forearm stand in our class, and I've been seeing a lot of you really progressing in your forearm stand. So I thought it would be time to kind of play around with what we've been working with for the last couple classes. Down.
Okay. All right. So we are going to start off in a dolphin pose. So it's just like down dog, but you're going to be on your forearms. And then you're going to walk your feet up so that you bring your shoulders perpendicular to your forearm. And you're going to make sure that they stay there. You don't want them to move forward. Keeping your hips stacked as high as you can, you're going to bend one leg and keep it close into your chest. You're going to press through your forearms and your hands, and you're going to take a little hop. If you find air, you can stay right there. If not, you can just keep hopping. Then you can try it on the other side too. Go ahead and give it a try.
Will you also show, just while they're giving it a try, the sideways view? That way if you kick Casey, we know she's cool with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can kick you too.
Anne-Marie, yeah. And both of these ladies have been in our hands down class and played in inversions with us, so they know the risk. Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, now you guys give it a shot. Nice. And I saw Quinn took hers. Quinn, that looked amazing. Nice dot. And the thing that I love in this forearm stand is that if you start to catch that air, you can use your knee and your back leg as kind of a lever, like a balancing point. And I'm gonna come and spot Maureen because she's one of those ones who probably shouldn't be playing in arm balances, but is going to, so I'm gonna help her, assist her a little bit. Yeah, you know those of you who like do the things that the doctor says no to. Yeah, we watch you guys. Nice, really good control there. If you're still playing on your right side, take 1 or 2 hops on the left. Nice work, I like it, that's it. And then we have that graceful tuck and roll if you kind of go over a little bit. I love it, just like that. And we'll meet in child's pose. Yeah, if you're up, have the play in staying up. If you're down, meet us in child's pose. Awesome. You guys make some beautiful shapes. I love it. Great job. Set your Ujjayi breath here. Downward facing dog. Look at the top of your mat. Place your weight in your hands. Bend your knees. Go forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Utkatasana. Set up for eagle on your right. So take your right leg over your left leg and your right arm underneath your left arm. Soften your standing leg. So you want to bend in your standing leg. And then lift your elbows to shoulder height as you press your hands forward. Steady your breath. One more breath in. And exhale. Switch to the other side. Eagle. Left leg over, left arm under. Oh, Stephanie D and your crew, I finally see you guys. There it is. Hey. I like it, ladies. Sink down, soften your joints. Steady your gaze to a non-moving point, and then sink down maybe a tad bit lower. Right there, just soften for 3, 2, big inhale, and then release. Yeah, maybe shake it out, and then we're going back. Eagle on your right leg over, right arm under. Elbows at shoulder height. Sink down low. Switch to the other side. Eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Breath in. Tadasana out. Full reach. Standing leg raise. Right knee at hip height. When you're standing leg raise, you can be at play here if you want to extend your foot, if you want to go no hands. And then open up. Take your knee over to your right side and your hand over to your left. Now know that your gaze is one of your main balancing points here. So if you feel unstable, maybe just keep your gaze right where it's at. If you want to play there, shifting your gaze over to your left. Lift up and draw in back to the center. Release your foot, extend your hands up. Warrior 3. Pull your hands to your heart center. Half moon. Drop your left hand to the earth. Reach your right hand to the sky. And you can stay right here in your half moon. You can be at play, maybe Chapasana, maybe there's, I don't know where you can go. Maybe from Chapasana to dancer, what's there for you? Squeeze your glute, lift up. That's it, Holly. Yes, Maureen, start a trend. There you go, Sean. Dot, yes, breathe in. That's it, Sean. Nice, Stephanie, you guys got it. Lift up. Rag doll. Really good job. Yeah, my rag doll, sometimes I like to just ball up fists and really just pound on my thighs and my glutes, maybe even your hamstrings. And release your hands, bring your feet together. Extended mountain, full reach. If you want to back bend, now's the time. Standing leg raise. Bring your left knee at hip height. Flex all 10 toes towards your face. Open up. Pull your left knee over to your left wall, left side, whatever's there for you. Yeah. Pull your hand over to the right side. I taught over at our beach studio, at our Southside studio today, and there is no virtual studio there. And so when I taught, I was teaching to walls and ways. And so I need to come back to present, right? Yeah, come back into the center. Notice if you get distracted and you need to come right back in. Warrior 3. Flex your toes. Find that full extension, reaching out, get super long here. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Face your bottom foot to 12 o'clock. If you're not planted into your front foot, if you're not grounded there, maybe it rotates a little bit. Like start getting into the front foot, soften the joint, stack your hip, expand from the inside out. Maybe move into that dancer pose right here. Press to the center of your heel. Squeeze your right glute, lift up, push your hip away. You've got it right there. Release, ragdoll. Nice work. Nice, Sanjay. You guys have got it. Whatever you need, shake it out. Just loosen up, let go. Release your hands, bring your feet together. Tadasana, ground through both feet, lift up, lengthen up, look between your fingers. Hands at heart center. Tree. Bring your right foot to your left leg. And whatever you need is available right here. It's kind of that way all of the time. If you just take a moment and breathe, everything you need is right with you right now. If you want more, I invite you to start now, moving into your deeper or fuller expression. We'll be here for another 3 breaths. Big inhalation, full exhalation. Everybody, switch to the other side. Tree, left leg into your right. I guess it's more your left foot into your right, unless you're really pushing the leg in. Yeah, so come into tree. You got it right here. Another 5 breaths. If you want to move, move. If you want to stay right here, take your breath and then go even deeper. Ground down even firmer. Draw in to create space for something new. Right here. Tadasana. Feet down, reach up, look between your fingers, take a back bend, look back and go. Bow forward. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1. Back into the foundation, your feet. Warrior 2, open up. Bring your knee forward, pull it over to your pinky toe. Trikonasana. Straighten both legs. Come forward and down to the outside of your right foot. And a block or a bolster can be a great asset here if you are having trouble reaching the ground. Bring the ground to you. Yeah, you can also take your distance between feet even wider. So if your feet are narrow, take them out even longer. But everybody start to go here. Top hip back, bottom hip forward. Get even taller, lighter on the bottom hand. Spider it out. Breathe in, puff your chest, open up. One more full inhale. Rinse out. Warrior 2. Straighten your front knee, pivot all of your toes to face the same way. So your front feet to face your back. Side facing forward fold. Hands at your hips, bow forward. Shift your hips forward so your hips stack over your ankles and drop your head towards the mat. If you're working an arm or a headstand, take it now. For those of us who aren't, take your right hand over to your left ankle and your left hand to the sky. So you're in a little bit of a twist. Yeah, your right hand to your left ankle. Yeah, your left hand to the sky. There we go. Yeah, we got a little confused here. Breathe in, lengthen. Pull your crown of your head towards the front. Yeah, so wherever the front of you is, the top of your head, pull more even there. And then as you exhale, twist, pulling your top shoulder back. Yeah, breath in, find length. And then exhale, tiny twist. Come back to the center and then move to the other side. So this time the left hand to your right ankle, your right hand to the sky. Take a big breath in. Get the weight out of your hands. Breathe in and then exhale, twist. Another full inhale. Big rinse, exhale. Come to center. Root to rise. Press through your feet. Pivot your right foot to 12 o'clock, pyramid. Step your back foot up. Maybe it's halfway, maybe it's just a little bit of ways, but square your hips forward. Press your chest down towards your thighs, bow. Fold, hinge, bow, whatever that feels like. And pull your right hip back. Halfway lift. Bow. Inhale. Exhale. One more, half lift. Forward fold. Flatten your back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot to the top of your mat, warrior one. Ground through the four corners of your feet. Warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana. I may have done that backwards, but you know what? It is what it is. We're here now. Yeah, ground through your feet, reach forward and down. And that's just it. Sometimes you just have to be willing to like get messy, right? To get it wrong so that you can come back in and get it right. Yeah, or maybe it's not even about getting it right. It's just like, where can you have a little bit more? Where can you take more? Yeah, where is there more access? Where is there more mobility? Maybe at first it feels a little bit weird and then it gets a little easier. Ground through your feet, squeeze your outer shins in. Get light on your bottom hand and then puff your chest and expand through your mid-back. Big inhale, rinse open, exhale. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten your front leg and pivot your toes to the opposite way. So this time your left foot faces the same as your right, and interlace a bind at your low back. Look up and take a back bend. Press your bind away. Exhale, hinge from your hips, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Pull your hips forward so that you're stacking your joints, and then exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen. Bow. Halfway lift. Slowly release your bind and press all the way to standing. Pivot the left foot to 12 o'clock. Step your right foot up for pyramid. Adjust where you need. Breathe in length. As you exhale, bow, chest towards your thighs. This time you want to pull your left hip back, square your hips. Breathe in, half lift. Empty, bow forward. Full inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow. Last one, fill up. Clear it out. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. downward facing dog. Lift your right foot to the sky. Bring your right knee to your pit of the belly. Like pull it in and tuck, hold it, maybe even towards your nose, fill up, and then press it back. Pull your right knee over towards your left wrist or left elbow so that you're taking a tiny twist, and then press it back. Pull your left knee over to your right ankle, or your, that's not your ankle, it's your elbow, and then hold 3, 2, press back. Downward facing dog. Lift the left foot up to the sky, bend your knee and pull it up to your nose. Pit of the belly, in and up, squeeze in, press back. Pull your knee over to your right elbow, taking a twist, press back. Bring your right knee or your left knee over to your left elbow, hold right there for 3, 2, go back, downward facing dog. Right into high plank. Tight core, hug in from skin to muscle to bone. And lower together for 3, 2, onto the belly. Switch to your other cheek. Shift your gaze to the center of your mat, locust. Pull your shoulders up. Move your shoulder blades into your spine, pull them closer to your body. Let your heels up and then take another breath in. Empty and lower. Locust, go again, lengthen out and lift up. Big inhale, lower as you exhale. Upward facing dog. Pull your chest through, look up to the sky. Downward facing dog. You can take a float through your hands or come right onto your back any way you can, but we're moving to bridge. Bridge with your ankles pressing down into the earth, your heels pressing down into the earth, your hips up towards the sky. Brush your ankles with your fingertips. Now pull your shoulders in, create a little bind underneath you, and lift your hips 10 inches higher. Breath in, and then as you exhale, lift even higher. Lower down. And we're moving right into wheel, bridge to wheel right here. If wheel is not in your practice, stay in bridge, but everybody lift, wheel. Hands by your ears, straighten your arms. Ground through your feet. Lower to the mat. Chin to chest. Wheel, lift up right here. Go for it. Don't lose the energy. Ground through the feet, lift up. Pull your front ribs in. Move your mid back out. Lower down. Wheel, just like that. Why? Because you can. Wheel. Wheel number 3, bring energy throughout the body. Where you're losing it, bring it back. Ground through your feet, straighten your arms. Now push back and go through your shoulders right here. One more. Release, chin to chest. That's 3 down, 3 to go. Welcome back, you guys. Wheel now. 4, wheel. Yeah, it just got wheel, didn't it? Let's go. Hips up, even higher. That's it. Come on in, you guys. We're waiting for you. Right here. That's it. Play with it. Breathe in. Lower. Exhale. Nice, Sean. 2 more right here. Wheel. 5. Lift up. Reach the sky. Press your pelvis up. Go for it. Maybe lift your heels. Maybe lift your toes. Expand from the inside out. lower down. Yeah, 6. 6 is special. 6 is so special because it's the last one. So we're really excited about it. Yeah, you get excited about it. Tell your screen you're excited about it. And then go. Wheel. Lift up. Generate the heat. Draw in to create your full expression out. Lower to the mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees go to the edges of your mat. Take a time to reconnect here. One hand on your heart, one on your belly. Notice if you can really get present and notice your heartbeat. Take another inhale. Pulse at the top. Exhale. Pull your knees into your chest. Squeeze them tightly into your body. A big, giant hug here. Maybe even kiss your kneecaps because you still can. And then lift your feet to the sky. Flex your toes towards your shins and drop your heels 30 degrees. Drop your heels 30 more. Drop your heels to a hover and then squeeze your core in and look at your toes. Big inhale. Bring your feet up 30 degrees. Draw your feet up 30 more. And then take your feet up to a sky for one big breath in. And then lower 30. Drop down 30. All the way to a hover. Bring the right foot up to the sky. Leave the left foot where it is and start to pulse up towards the sky for 25, 24, 23, 22. Tighten the core. It's beach season, you guys. You got it right here. Keep going. Lifting up, pressing up. Yeah, it's been quarantine season long enough. Let's get into the core. You've got it right here. What's our count? 15? Yeah, 14, 13. My friend John watches these and he tells me all the time I can't count. So I'm trying to get better at that. So we're at 10, 9, 8. And don't forget, like when we're done with these, we're going to switch to the other side. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Sean must have been counting because she was laughing as if I added more time. We're at 23, 22. Keep pulsing. You've got it right here. The belly is starting to tell on you. If you're ready to give up, keep going. This is where you're starting to make a difference right here. What number are we on, Shami? 16, 15, 14. Keep pulsing. You've got it. 13, 12. Yeah, and if your body is telling on you, like listen to it and start going. I got it. And start moving because you've got this right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can feel it. It's right here for 3. Don't quit. 2. 1 more. Knees to chest. Squeeze them in. Hug yourself really, really tight. Rock and roll. Downward facing frog. Yeah, you heard me right. Downward facing frog. So if you're in the classroom today, you're going to take your head over to the wall with the windows, shifting your hips towards your heels. If you're at home, take yourself sideways on your mat for the cushion of your mat to protect your knees and ankles if needed. You're going to take your knees out wide in your frog. And yeah, I kind of trick you when I say downward facing frog, right? It sounds like downward facing dog. It's a great way to not have students like complain. Yeah, they catch on a little late. It's awesome. Yeah, if you're a teacher, try it sometime. Yeah, and most of the hip poses, you're the lever of your own intensity, and that really applies right here in frog. And what I see a lot of is the hips tilting forward, like people shifting the pelvis forward. It's not really doing much for your hips. So you want to press your hips back towards your ankles, like back towards your heels. So hips in line with your knees or even further back. And then if the booty starts to press up, think about pulling the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button like you would if you were in chair pose, and then press your hips back as your tailbone descends. Gets a little more intense. Now flex your toes to your face. No dull feet here. Action throughout the entire body, starting to release any tension that exists here. The inner groin, the outer hip, even in the low back most of the time. You know, all those things that you let go, but they really bother you? Yeah, maybe it's like, yeah, right? Wow, the room like kind of went on fire like that was a joke. It's like, yeah, it happens to me every day, you know? Whether it's my husband's coffee cup that could easily be rinsed out, left to the side, or it's the car that pulled me over or, you know, cut off in front of me, or, you know, the person who took the last thing of toilet paper or Clorox wipes at the grocery store, you know, whatever it is, like we think that it really doesn't bother us, but it comes right here, right into your hips, and it locks into your body, holding on. Yeah, what you think you just ignored took silent pleasure and tension right in your body, right in your hips. And right here is an opportunity to start letting go of those things that we collect, those things that we start to hold on to, because those little things become some things. And those are the things that hold us back. So start to let go of those little things one breath at a time. Start to push back on that drama. Start to let go of it right here. Yeah, one coffee cup at a time. One yellow light at a time. Whatever it is, just let go. Reach your hands out a little bit further. Don't be afraid of the tension. Like, start to push into it and know that it too will start to let go. If you don't start moving in, it will not go away. Deepen your frog, shift your hips back, reach your hands forward, maybe even take out the block. 3 more breaths. Truly come into your full expression right here. Release. Slowly roll onto your belly. Extend your legs behind you. And you can take your time rolling onto a seated position with your glutes down on the mat, your feet out in front of you. Scoop out any extra that's under your hips. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Look up and lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Breath in. Breath out. Release your feet. Fish. If you're fortunate enough to have a block with you, place a block between your shoulders for supported fish. Long ways. And then drop your head. Yeah, for those of us going into a fuller expression, drop your forearms down, bring your hands under your low back, and then press your chest up as you drop your head back. Point your toes. You should be able to breathe and swallow here. Where have you been closed? Right here is an opportunity to reopen, reconnect. Big inhale, fill your lungs to your fullest capacity and hold. Stick out your tongue. Release. If you're on a block, roll to your side to come off of your block. And then everyone into an inversion of your choice. So shoulder stand, rolling onto your shoulders with your hands at your low back. You can take traditional headstand or even moving into waterfall, placing a block under your hips, lifting your feet to the sky. Just bringing your hips up above the heart and allowing your reoxygenated blood to flow back into the trunk of your body. From shoulder stand, plow. Press your toes down towards the earth behind you. Press your thighs up towards the ceiling or sky. From plow, bend your knees, Karnapadasana. From Karnapadasana, back to plow. If you're in headstand, find your way to child's pose. From plow, 1 foot at a time, back to shoulder stand. From shoulder stand, everybody, make your way back to the earth, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then reach your hands over your head as you press your feet out in front of you. I want you to fill up all the leftover energy or tension, balling up your fists. Squint your eyes, grate your teeth, flex your toes. Now fill your lungs to your fullest capacity, and I want you to hold your breath at the top. Don't let it go. Hold on right here. 4, 3, 2, let it go. Shavasana. Final rest. Slowly bring movement back into your body, fingers, your toes, wrists and ankles. Bring your knees to your chest. Find your way to your right side for a fetal position. With your eyes closed, press to a seated position. Sit up tall. Bring your hands to your heart center. Let's seal this practice with a C of 3 rolling ohms. You can enter and exit as you wish. Press your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Together, let's bow. Namaste. Great job, you guys. Awesome. Let me turn the lights back on for pretty much all of you. For those of you out there, you maybe didn't turn off your lights, but in the room we kind of did. So it might look a little dimmer, but yeah, those of you at home, Stephanie, D, and crew, Quinn, Nina, Dot, Sean, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure. And like Sean, I love that you're hanging out with us still. Awesome. Stay with us. Sanjay, good work. I can't wait to see you over at Southside when I'm back. You guys, the studios are open, and that includes our virtual studio. So the virtual studio is open, the Southside studio is open, and Neptune Beach. So Neptune Beach, the most we've had so far is like 9 in a class, which is still giving plenty of space and room. Yesterday over at Southside, they still had great space, but they had 16 people last night at class over there. So what I'm inviting you to do is to pre-register before you come. So if you're gonna come into class, just go ahead and sign up online so that we kind of have a gauge. So we'll hold space for you 5 minutes before class. If we are full, we're going to give your spot away, you guys. We're not going to charge you any money. We'll even give you back your class, but we're going to go ahead and give the spot away if it's 5 minutes before class and we happen to be full. Our classes are at 50% capacity so that we can stay safe and healthy with you guys. But with that being said, we have to kind of hold that space for others as well. So want to do what's right for all of you who are coming in, all of you who are staying home. And I just realized I was talking and you guys couldn't even see me. So, so yeah, we want to do what's right for everybody. So virtual will stay alive. We are losing a few classes. We've got some of our incredible teachers who are leading some virtual classes for you who had to go back to work this week or get to go back to work. Everyone to say that. So, so 3 classes that came off are our 2 noon classes, Wednesday and Friday, and our Monday night Yin with Quinn. So those classes are this week, or was our last week for those. But all other classes are the same. If you have any questions or you need anything, reach out to us. We're excited to have you back into the studio with 90-degree heat practicing again, or having you right there at home at whatever heat you choose to dial it up to. You guys, it's been an honor and a pleasure. We'll see you later. Bye.